Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Mechanicsville Hot Rodcast on this beautiful day of June 17th, 2025. With me, I have Big Med, the big slider, the big skip right there. I also have the commish with me, who is also known as Oven Mitts, Papa Smurf.
Hello there.
Hello there. And you got me.
I'm rocking my.
I see that, Magnum.
It's got cars on it.
I like it, dude. I started wearing that everywhere.
You got back from the islands.
Actually, I did. Driving a Ferrari.
Right.
Nice. You got that feller with a helicopter helping you out?
That's right. Old TC.
Yeah.
Old TC.
TC, that's his name. I can remember that. So you have stumbled your way up to the middle of podcasting, and here you are. You have sexed your way to the middle of podcasting.
Lucky
and
you.
You're better off for it.
You have middle spooned your way in.
Yes. You can come and fit right in between us anytime. I don't usually talk or snuggle afterwards, but usually I kind of throw a wash rag at you and then I leave.
Wash rag.
Wash rag.
All right,
let's get to it. So,
oh,
theMechanicsville.com, Mechanicsville YouTube channel. We did something this weekend. Got a little crazy.
Yeah, we attended the Stick Shift Nationals at Farmington Dragway. I want to say this is like the 22nd or 3rd, maybe. I'm not really sure. Somebody that's watching may check me on that. But it's been going on a considerable amount of time. Been sponsored by Clemens Concrete. Over the years, they have taken on many associate sponsors, and this year, that's right, this year, Mechanicsville was brought on as an associate sponsor.
We're doing big things.
Yes, we are. So we attended the Gamblers Race on Friday, which gave guys that got to the track early, so to speak, a little extra track time that they paid into a pot that they all raced for. I think they wound up racing for like $2 or $3 grand. And we were there doing some filming till we weren't.
Right on.
Yeah, we held our little cameras and we were like going, oh, and then we weren't. Yeah, you're right. It's good times had by some. We brought our new.
No. Wait a minute. We're not going to move past that quick.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, we are. That was just a small bump.
What?
Small rock, a small pebble.
Dude, that has been weighing heavily on me. That's been
the small bump on the butt cheek of Mechanicsville.
Everything was going along swimmingly until
it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly, till it wasn't. Until a comment was made that
That's what Iran said. Everything was going great.
Yeah.
The phones went out.
Yeah. Here's my hot take on it. I agree with him. I agree with that guy. Especially with me over there.
I mean, come on. Our conversation could have continued in the vein that it was. Give a little, take a little, give a little, take a little. But then when you disparage somebody and you throw down on somebody,
that's my job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
You.
I mean, I was doing fine with the conversation until the little comment got thrown out there, because he looked me up and down And I'm not naming names. I'm not even going to say who it was. I'm just going to say he looked me up and down and he says, I see you with your little phone and you're doing your little YouTube or your whatever you're doing. Just go right on over there, get on the other side of the wall. And dude, it was everything I could do to keep from losing my crap right then.
That's the weirdest thing to get triggered on. Oh, man.
Well, it's because you don't have the latest and greatest. See, he wouldn't have said that to me.
No, he looked at me and Big Med and been like, "Oh, gentlemen, I'm
Let
sorry."
me get out of y'all's way.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I spend my money on fashionable clothes like this right here. So what if I've got an Apple iPhone 5? Okay, a 5S. All right,
Still got a home button on it.
I have a damn blinging ass shirt.
You're right, and you got a friend with a helicopter.
You damn right I do.
Did you take his shoes too?
I wanted to. I really did. I wanted to.
When you ran that fella down and stole his shirt?
I wanted to really take him out of his shoes is what I wanted to do.
I have to take some responsibility for that because I was just walking behind cars and shit, just filming. I was like, you know what? I'm going to film. I see everybody else doing it. I'm going to do it. And apparently that was bad etiquette on my part. And I didn't know. Now I know. So he probably saw me wearing a shirt like this, saw a shirt you wearing like that, and probably was like, get on what you do to YouTube channels.
I know. And I take those of you that have been around me, you two guys in particular that have been around me when we're on the starting line, I am constantly watching out for not only myself, but you guys, when y'all are trying to film, I'm watching your back. And I would have actually really taken him seriously until he gave me the little thing. And then knowing that I have just stood up there and witnessed a young man dragging his 2 and 3 and 4-year-old kids up there around the cars that are moving, I really would have taken him serious until he did that. But you're saying I need to move on. So
move on, baby, because we got to work with him again. So,
I have this shirt, and he doesn't.
True.
I have a channel. We have a channel. He doesn't. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on.
With my phone.
Yeah. He wouldn't have said nothing if you'd have been wearing that shirt.
You damn right.
Guaranteed.
He would have handed you his little clicker.
Yeah. All right, we're not going to go any further with who it was or who it was.
I didn't know this, but you showed me. I was trying to get a behind the car shot of them burning out.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. I didn't know that that's pretty much just rockets for rocks and pebbles. And you can see it on the back wall. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so I walked back there, and I'm sure people are like, holy crap, and I didn't know. So
that's why that 8-inch cinder block walls back there to keep slinging those pebbles and rocks and nuts and bolts and whatever.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
That's where a trainee comes in handy.
Alabama. A canary, so to speak.
I tell you who did me proud, though.
That's when you see Colonel Sanders up in there and be like, hey.
He did all right.
Prime video right here.
So, yes, we did. We had another newbie indoctrinated. I don't know if he's around a bunch of motorsports or nuts like us, but we did introduce another newbie, indoctrinated them to race fuel and burnouts, high octane and alcohol.
Yep.
And what I absolutely loved was you told him prior to the date of showing up to dress professionally.
Dress professionally, jokingly, just professionally, my man. Because I got to bring you around my people, and we need you to represent.
And lo and behold,
what I didn't know is that him and Eddie clearly shop at the same places.
Hey, don't be hating because you ain't got one. Don't be hating. Right. Don't be hating because you ain't got one.
I think I'm good.
Good and jealous. Green don't look good on you, baby. Green does not look
Green
good.
Don't look good.
Yeah.
Green is not your color. Green is not your color. They do make these in your size.
I wish I had 2 of them.
I'll see if I can make that happen.
Yeah, I'm good. I actually have one. I have a Hawaiian shirt that has Coca-Cola all over it.
So, Alex, are you finding a picture of Mr. Burns?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time, but it's in here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
No,
I didn't take
KFC.com.
Yeah, if you just pull the logo of KFC up, you'll have a picture of it.
Yeah, or Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventures.
Yeah, the bow tie bandit.
He pulled up before we left. And I said, "Bro, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Are you really wearing that?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." And you're thinking he wouldn't actually wear it. Yeah, I'll find it here in a second.
Dude, I loved it. Colonel Sanders never looked better at a racetrack. I didn't know he gave the chickens a night off.
Concession sales went up.
Yeah. Especially the chicken sandwiches.
Yep. All right, he'll upload here in a minute and I'll show y'all. But yeah, he professionally dressed up. I was quite proud of him.
Yeah. Did well. He photographed and did some video. He was a little slow. Huh?
He later told me, he's like, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just standing there with the camera. I said, it's all right, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He took direction fairly well from you.
I might just show the camera.
Cecil de Mille.
Oh, is it going to show? Is it going to show?
Oh, that's awfully bright. That is awful. Oh, there it comes.
Hang on. I'll lower the brightness. Look at that handsome dude.
Would you look at that?
There he is. Would you look at that?
He wore that the whole time.
Would you look at that? Just look at that.
It looks comfortable.
I bet people are probably like, because he stood right in the middle right there at start line, and people are probably sitting there going, what in the hockey sticks is he doing? Why is he wearing that? It's like Pee Wee Herman.
What in the trailer park hell?
Hey, and he pulled it off. He pulled it off.
He rocked it.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see if I can pull
there.
it up now.
I'll say that.
There we go. There's the boy.
Wow. There he is.
Quite proud of him.
Chang-a-lang, does your chain hang low?
Oh, what a
look
nerd.
At that. Would you just look at that?
Look at them Bobos.
Show up professionally. Okay, Daddy, I'll show professionally.
Look at them pro kids.
He worked
so
the whole time.
On top of that, we got to catch up with some of our OGs. Mm-hmm. We caught up with Randy Butner, Mike Boyles, Darian Houston, George Houston was there.
George, yep.
Who am I leaving out?
Bullseye driver.
Oh, Kenny Jr., Kenny Regenthal Jr. Mm-hmm. Ronnie Flint.
Dino Dauber?
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, Dino. Had a new car. Foot brake and a Pro Mod, 632 cubic inch motor.
And why
why wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a good time. I did my burger review. Ate a good cheeseburger and fries. I showed up. I'm like, oh, they're out there working. Look at them.
So I
was the last one there. Y'all were
Yeah,
working
me and Big Med was down in the burnout box, eating rubber and high octane fuel and tire smoke.
It's a shame.
That was before you got us evicted.
Yeah, it was.
I went straight and ate a cheeseburger as soon as I got there. It was good.
I got to admit, that was a good cheeseburger.
I've never had one there. I'm going to check it out. Check.
Check it out. Attention
You
in the
got hot
pits.
dog. I was like, why are you eating hot dogs?
But do they smash that cheeseburger down?
No, unfortunately, they do not.
Do they serve them fries really, really, really crispy?
I'm sure they might if you ask them to do that, but they don't serve them that way.
They got to up their game.
Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. We need smash burgers.
Lane 6. Smash burger in lane 6. 73 Z28 needs a smash burger and some burnt french fries.
Oh.
Step it up. Step it up.
Yes. Get up, suit up, and let's go. Put them in the box.
Yep. So it was a good time. I tried to steal some bubble gum and got caught.
I did steal some and did not get caught.
He's fast. He's fast for his age.
He is fast. The legend is fast.
Yeah.
You don't become legendary without being a legend.
I reached in. I looked around. I started reaching for some of that gum. I grabbed a piece and he popped out. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing with my bubble gum? It's for the kids." He's fast.
And Ash goes, "I got 3 in the van. I need some gum."
Yeah. How else am I supposed to? I ran out.
Not even buy it. I don't know whose kids they are, but they're in my van.
Yeah, that's right.
Mike's fast. He popped out that thing quick.
Yeah, he did.
And then he was like trying to get some gummies. He's like, "Don't you touch those gummies."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you ain't guarding it, it looks like it's free to me.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah. Everything's free until you get caught.
Yeah. Could you autograph this bubblegum wrapper? But yeah, so he caught me stealing his gum. He said he ran y'all 2 off because he wouldn't give y'all any more candy.
That's right. Yeah. Wouldn't give us a T-shirt. Said walk around the end of the trailer, and by the time we got around there, he'd done close the door. So I don't know what was going on there. I mean, God,
yeah, come back tomorrow. I'll get you a T-shirt. He's a move shop.
We just wanted a T-shirt, and but an unfortunate situation came up late last month, and I attended the funeral last week of old Silver Dollar. He's gone to the great racetrack in the sky. He's announcing up there. And we were fortunate enough last year at this same event to speak with him and get the lowdown on basically his history of announcing, not only at being the invitational announcer for the Stick Shift Nationals, but his career, basically his side job or his side hustle, being a announcer for tracks all up and down the East Coast when he wasn't selling parts. And I'm very grateful that we got to do that before he passed on. And while I was at the funeral, his son and wife complimented Mechanicsville on us doing that for Larry and putting that up for everybody to see. And I just feel really lucky to consider him a friend and a Mechanicsville OG, and grateful to be able to put that up there for everybody to see.
Right here.
That's a pre-log to the man we're talking to right now. Welcome back to the Stick Shift Nationals Mechanicsville crew. We're talking to the mouth of the South, Silver Dollar Waller, the one and only, the voice of the Stick Shift Nationals. Larry, good to see you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
Welcome
Great
to the
race.
Welcome to the channel. How long have you been announcing for the Stick Shift Nationals?
I've probably done it the last 6-7 years. I try to do the first round for them.
Yeah.
So many cars anymore. I'm about to lose my voice before I get through it anymore. I'm getting old.
Most recognizable voice here at the farm, right here, Larry Waller.
I guess so. Everybody remembers me and they enjoy hearing me. And I carry on and try to tell them how good the show is and recognize everybody that's racing, because all the drivers are my heroes. They put on the show. I just try to tell the fans how good it is, because that makes a show or breaks it.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you tell them how good it is. And a lot of them goes home happy.
Yeah, yeah. When they turn the wind lights on, they're really happy.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention being the voice here at the farm for the Stick Shift Nationals. This gentleman right here is another one of the living legends of the North Carolina Drag Racing Hall of Fame. This man was inducted to the Hall of Fame. Check him out.
2021, I got inducted to the Hall of Fame. I'm real proud of that.
Yes, sir.
I announced 35 years. I started East Bend in the 60s, little track to East Bend. I announced here for 20 years. And then I announced bug bashes for Walter Tate. We went all over the country, announced games of Florida, Atlanta, Indianapolis, where they have U.S. Nationals, announced there, Bristol. I probably announced 25, 30 different tracks and thoroughly enjoyed it, because back when I started, I opened up an auto parts store at 71 Old Town Auto Parts, and I'd run it 6 days and announced drag races Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday.
I was going to say, not only is a Drag Racing Hall of Fame member, this man is a Swiss Army knife in Old Town. If you needed a car part, this was the man to see right here. Old Town Auto Parts. It was a staple in Old Town right here in Winston-Salem for many, many decades. What,
38
years, yeah.
Open 71. We sold out in 09. I've still worked for Napa part-time. I've been in the business 57 years. Love it. Salesman. You know, it's a disease you can't cure if you're a salesman. You're only good as your next sale.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap it up here, Larry. Thanks for taking the time to talk to Mechanicsville
Well, I
crew.
appreciate you guys coming by. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
Don't forget, check us out on theMechanicsville.com, the YouTube channel. Like, share, hit that notification bell.
Yeah, that's crazy, because think about it. He's been doing this since the 60s.
Yeah.
You know, and to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he wasn't a driver, was he?
No, he was not. He was just an announcer, and to be inducted in the Hall of Fame based on those credentials alone it's awesome. And the track that he referenced in East Bend, the skeleton of the track is still there, but there is a motocross venue that is adjacent to that property that utilizes most of that property now. But if you're going up 67 north towards Boonville, and you know right when to look to the left, you'll be able to look over the fence and look down the path of the track. So yeah, he said he started there in the 60s and then announced at Farmington full-time for 20 years, and all up and down the East Coast and as far west as Indianapolis. Like I said, I really consider it an honor to call him a friend. He was an employer. He was a lot of things to a lot of people, and he's a Hall of Famer in our book.
Silver dollar.
Jerry Waller. Right on. Well, I'm glad we got the interview. I remember he took over announcing there on my first trip out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had the attention and pits, and then he took over, and he was hooting and hollering and get it, rev it. It was just fun to listen to him.
Yeah,
you know, he was having more fun, I think, than anybody else.
Oh yeah, he really enjoyed that, especially calling because I mean, in some way, shape, or form, he had touched everybody's life that drove a race car down that racetrack, worked on that race car, or whatever, throughout the many decades that he was in business and announcing at the racetrack. So it was really awesome to be able to talk to him and feature him on the channel like that. And speaking of living legends, Stu, you want to jump in here and talk about possibly an upcoming interview we have in the works?
Yeah, I went to the Forsyth Tech Automotive. I guess that's the first cruise in they've had
In that
least,
location.
Yeah. I was going to say at least in a while.
Is that the old Cook's Flea Market?
Yes.
It's across the street.
Cross street? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, there used to be the old location. They got it fenced in now. It's the Forsyth Tech. Okay.
Yeah, it used to be a Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
If you're from around these parts, it was a Zayers.
There's back in the day. I used to go there and get fish.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Get pet rats.
Yeah. Snakes and such.
And whatnot.
Yeah. So, I pull up over there and get out of the old goat, about to do my thing, and this old fella walks up, and he's got a cane, and he's good morning, shirt tucked in, well-spoken guy. Is this your GTO? I said, yeah, it is. And he says, well, can I tell you what I used to do for a living? And I thought, oh, here we go. He's going to tell me that he used to stock shelves over here when this was a Winn-Dixie. Back when before it was Forsyth Tech and, the parking lot was gravel.
You already had it in your mind. You was like,
I did. And I thought, man, I'm going to have to act real gracious to this old feller and show some respect and act like I really give a crap about what he's fixing to say.
golly.
My Mimi owned the property that they built this on over here.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to ride my bicycle down through this creek back before, 52 was paved.
Mechanicsville Nation. Big Ed is really not like this. This is just fun. We're just funning. Are we? Aren't we?
Fun.
Are we really just funning, or are you really like that?
I'm always fun.
Oh, pshaw.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, let her rip, Tater Chip. And he says, and I'm, staring off into looking at birds. He goes, I used to work with John DeLorean at Pontiac. And I'm like, 10-9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Yes, how are you doing? I'm Big Ed with Mechanicsville.
Here, pull up a chair, sir. Good sir.
Yeah. Here's the keys to my car. So he proceeds to tell me, his name's Don Gerhardt. He proceeds to briefly, we talked for a few minutes, and he's telling me this story, and then I had to throw a flag and call a timeout because I was hearing these voices in the back of my mind. But did you video it? Did you video it? But did you video it?
With your iPhone 16, did you get it?
My new iPhone 34.
That's right.
And I said, Don, hold on a minute. Let's do a little brief video. And then we'll schedule a time to sit down and do an extensive video. He's like, right on. And then he goes, would it be proper to take a photograph in front of the car? I said, Don, get your ass over here and smile. Say cheese.
Oh my, have things changed.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, you'll get a kick out of this. He's walking with a cane, right? He's like, before you take the photograph, maybe I should put this cane in front of that Chevrolet over there. he. And I'm like, is that your Chevelle? He goes, no, you don't understand. And then he proceeds to tell me a little bit about the pissing contest between Pontiac and Chevrolet back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Don graduated Purdue University with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering in 1964. He has a PhD now. So he's probably memorized righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would hope so.
Probably wrote a couple of books on that.
Yeah. So when he got out of school, he said he was a car guy and he wanted to work on cars, and he put an application in at Ford.
Yeah. Right on.
Brand X.
Well, he knew they needed all the help they could get.
That's right.
But they didn't recognize talent when they seen it.
Nope.
And they offered him a job to engineer door locks for cars. And he was like, really not my cup of tea. So he put an application in with Pontiac. And they said, look at here, Don. We got us a problem. We got a lot of young folk buying up these GTOs. They put in drag slicks and take them to the drag strip, and they breaking them. So what we need for you to do, we need for you to make sure these things can make 100, as he calls it, cycles, not passes, cycles down the drag strip without breaking. So they gave him a 1964 GTO and this many 1965 GTOs to break on purpose.
Wow.
And by the way, we'll pay you to do it. So he said every morning my job was to go out to the proving grounds, as he called it, and run these things down the drag strip and around the oval, around the high banked oval, until something broke. And when something, whatever it could have been, broke, his job was to come up with 3 different fixes: a cheap fix, an expensive fix, and one right in the middle. And he had several stories to tell, war stories, and we can save those for when we interview him. But one of them, I'll give you a couple. One of them was they used to take and run open headers on the Pontiacs on the proving ground, no mufflers. And he said it would piss the Chevrolet guys off because they weren't allowed to run open headers on the proving ground. They had to run full exhaust, and they hated it. So here comes Pontiac, with their headers, their hooker headers, blowing fire out 2 feet long, and they're running, with their turbo mufflers and stuff like that. So
because at this point in time, Pontiac had not been swept under the GM umbrella. It was still an independent car company for the most part.
For the most part, I think it was still because the CEO, he said the CEOs of GM would get angry at Pontiac.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one reason. He asked me, he said, you ever heard of whatever this, I can't remember his first name, McKellar? I said, yeah, he's known for the McKellar number 10 solid lift flat tappet cam that they put in some of them 421s or 428. He's like, well, his desk was right beside mine. He said, and the phone would ring and the secretary would call us at our desk and say, hey, there's a couple engineers from Plymouth on the phone. Do you want to talk to them? And he's like, sure, we'll talk to them. And he said they would ask him, hey, how are you making this horsepower with this cubic inch? And how do we regrind this cam to get the most we can get out of it. He said, and it would piss off Chevrolet because they weren't calling Chevrolet, and Chevrolet was the favorite of GM. You know, that was their go-to whatever. He said, and Pontiac was making Chevrolet look bad from their cars, you know, especially the Corvette. He said the Corvette was GM's flagship sports car, and here comes a 8 million pound Catalina, you know, blowing the doors off of, you know, these Corvettes, and they're like, you can't, you know, and if you remember in 1966, GM said, hey, after this year, ain't nobody putting multiple carburetors on nothing except the Corvette.
That's right.
So that's why they went from a 389 3 deuces in 66 to a 400 cubic inch single full barrel in 1967. So DeLorean was like, okay, well, hold my beer. Just like, you know, in the early 60s and 64, he's like, hey, I'm going to put this big motor in this little bitty Tempest. And GM was like, you can't do that. He's like, I already did it.
Yeah.
Check this out. And then they were like, yeah. They were like, okay. So, yeah, I got to meet old Don. So, you know, I got that little quick interview on our YouTube. I think Ash is going to work some magic or not YouTube, on Facebook, I mean. But Ash is going to put it on the YouTube channel for us. But, yeah, I asked him, I said, hey, can we – and he's local. He's here in Winston. I said, can we come and interview you? He's like, yeah, sure. So I got his business card.
You know, what would be interesting would be to get him and Mr. Pontiac Bob Cobb together.
Oh,
and see what kind of conversations take place there.
Hey, we might, wherever we meet, and we can spitball this later. Wherever it is we meet, Don, we might could have old Mr. Cobb meet us there.
Yeah,
I know a really good restaurant.
Depends on if they like Mexican or not.
Who doesn't?
Well,
maybe ice. Maybe ice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway, no, I love Mexican.
But yeah, that was cool.
I love Mexican. But yeah, I think that would be interesting to get Mr. Gerhardt and Mr. Cobb together and just see what kind of stories mesh in the history of both of those gentlemen. Because Mr. Gerhardt along with John DeLorean, was a spearhead in the performance aspect of Pontiac. And I'm telling you, from the research that I have done in the lifetime that I have spent admiring and being an automotive enthusiast, Pontiac was running roughshod over the industry. They were producing some really, really fast, not only physically fast cars, but fast moving cars they struck a chord with that demographic. Then you had the music scene was affecting society or kind of molding society and making them about car culture. And you have Little GTO, a song written for that car, about that car.
Somebody did a song?
Yeah, somebody did a song.
I'm about to Google it.
Yeah, beat you to it, didn't they?
Well, they were, Pontiac was kicking some butt in NASCAR too.
Yes.
So,
yes, they were.
They were doing it, man.
We'll definitely have to talk to him and Mr. Cobb, and set that up for everybody because I'm interested. Like I'm hooked. I want to hear these stories, you know.
Yeah.
And so now I'm invested big time. But it's my turn. We got about 20 minutes left. It's my turn to pick what we're going to discuss top 20. So
Oh, okay.
let's go
I
back.
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it all week. Let's go back to the early 80s, I think. Remember that whole culture was revolving around truck drivers? Your trucker hat, your button-up pearl shirt, and your vest with no sleeves.
Oh man, that was probably the 70s.
That was the late 70s.
70s? I was a kid when all that happened.
Yeah, like Convoy.
77,
yeah.
78, 79.
Yeah, which I always thought was a law enforcement issued de-escalation tool.
Well, that's what I grew up around. My grandpa was one of those dudes, and like I used to go like to honky tonk bars when I was a kid, and I hated it. I wish I could go back now with my grandfather, but I hate it. I was like, oh, all these dudes walking around with the beards and drinking. It was a whole thing. You couldn't even breathe so much cigarette smoke in the bar, the old honky tonk bar, and same old songs playing. And then there's this whole like renaissance of it when Smokey and the Bandit came out.
Mm-hmm.
And all these trucking songs came out. I don't know if it came out, but there's a lot of songs about 18-wheelers and truck drivers. And I've met some truck drivers, you know, working in warehouses, you know, when I was younger, and a friend that was a long-distance truck driver. They are a different breed. They are the modern-day cowboys, I swear. There's something else, man. I've never in my time. You meet a real truck driver, and at first you're off put. You're like, bro, why all the cologne? Why are you wearing flip flops and dirt? They're just. I just swallowed a bug.
And you're not even on a motorcycle.
No, I'm talking and a bug went right down my throat. But so this whole renaissance of the truck drivers and Smoking the Bandit 2, the whole giant convoy of that one truck, also they and beating up all the cop cars. And so I got 20 truck driving songs.
Wow.
That, well, it's AI generated, but I mean, I looked at it and I was like, oh God, that's a good song.
Yeah.
But like when I think of those songs, I think of the old school, late 70s, early 80s truck drivers that go cross country. They're the ones that make this whole world go by. I mean, without them, without those cowboys out there on the highways, I mean, we pretty much shut down after COVID because of them.
Yeah.
So what are some songs y'all remember as truck driving songs? I got my list here.
Down.
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and
Convoy.
Down. Jerry Reed is number 5 on the list. Eastbound and Down. Didn't he do another Westbound and Down?
Number 5?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
the other ones on top.
No. Don't start that high. Don't start that high.
I'm just saying, when we get there, you'll be like, that's why. But
Convoy.
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah,
Convoy. Number 2.
Woo!
My man. Convoy.
What else?
Convoy.
I hated that song, by the way. That's why I remember it. God, man, I hated it.
What was his name in that? Was it Rubber Ducky or something like that? Or was I thinking Big Trouble in Little China?
Rubber Duck.
Rubber Duck.
Rubber Duck.
Big 10-4 Rubber Duck.
That's our big 10-4.
The big 10-4.
Yeah, they got bears in the air, son.
Yeah.
Convoy. What a big old
CB
convoy.
radios was a big thing back then.
That is not a good song, but it's classic.
We ain't gonna pay no toll, son.
We ain't gonna pay. Oh, BJ Beck. Roll On, Alabama. That is on the list. That is
Yes.
number 4.
Whoa.
Good job,
They
BJ.
did have
Number
one, didn't they?
4.
Yeah.
Roll on, roll on,
Yeah.
mama. What is it?
Yeah. Roll on, mama.
Roll on.
Come back home. Yeah, that's it. How about Midnight in Montgomery?
Don't see it on top 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more about a heartbreak song anyway. So,
What about?
start at
Well,
number
here's
20.
one right here. Huh?
Start at number 20.
Number 20. 18 wheels and a dozen roses.
Oh, look at you.
On
You
my
grooving over there.
18 wheels and a dozen roses. That's a good song.
Yeah, you need your cowboy hat and your acoustic guitar now.
Oh my God, it's upstairs. Oh well, too late. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, number 20 on this list. I don't remember this song, but I think I will. Y'all might remember the song. Number 19 is Teddy Bear by Red Sovine.
Red Sovine.
Is that about?
Come on back, Teddy Bear. He's talking to the kid on the CB radio, and he finds out the kid passes away. So it's a
real uplifting tune.
Yeah.
Now my grandfather got me a CB. He said, "Do not tell people your name or tell them anything on the CB." So I had a CB. I was like, "I did for," so stupid back on the kid. So Teddy Bear.
What was your handle?
I think Lollipop. I'm just playing. I don't know. Cream jeans.
Yeah, that's it.
This is cream jeans on the mic. Lollipop. I don't know.
Now, what cab over are you? I need to know where you're at exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I like your voice, cream jeans. Come on back.
You better have my money.
Yeah. I ain't supposed to tell you my name. Papa said I can't.
That's terrible.
Can I have 2 quarters for the shower?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Truck drivers, dude. There's something else, dude. I love them, but I am off put when I see them. I'm like, ooh, but they're like the coolest damn people in the world, and they always. You can see a truck driver off duty because they got that damn headset on wherever they go.
Yeah.
They're like talking on their iPhone 16 with that big ass headgear on at Walmart. Like, calm down, Truckee. Number 18, The Highwaymen by The Highwaymen. I don't know that song.
Yeah. I was a highwayman.
Is that song?
Yeah, they carry it up through the years.
Oh, yeah. Willie Nelson was a cowboy. Chris
Yeah.
Christopherson was a sailor. William Jennings was a dam builder.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash was a starship fighter.
Starship.
Awful starship. Across the universe divide. Yeah.
There you go. You got it. Oh,
Let me a
silver
second.
tongue devil, you.
Oh, I got I'm more of a rapper.
Yeah.
Number 17. I don't know this one. Gear Jammer by Dave Dudley. Gear Jammer. I would play it, but we get a copyright strike.
Yeah. I think that if I remember that song, it was probably made in the 60s, I think.
Gear
And
Jammer.
it was like a rockabilly, kind of like a rockabilly holdover.
All right, we'll move on because this list is pretty. Number 16 is Long Haul Man by the Roadhammers. Okay.
That's
Not
a cool
ringing any
name for a
bells.
band, though.
Yeah.
The Roadhammers? That's pretty good. All right, here's one we all know. King of the Road by Roger Miller.
Yep.
King of the Road. That's a good one.
Yep.
Hey, man, we need to get a band started. That's all I know.
Yeah. The Roadhammers are returning.
Yeah. Number 14 is Willin' by Little Feat. Feat. Little
Yeah.
feet wheeling.
That's actually a band. That's actually a band that was started here in North Carolina.
Little feet.
Yeah.
Number 13. I know this one. Truckin' by Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Truckin'.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Number 12. This is an odd one. I don't think of this one as a truck driving song. Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
No.
Well, wasn't that in Maximum Overdrive?
Oh, with the Goblin?
Yeah, wasn't that in the soundtrack for Maximum Overdrive?
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's Who Made Who, isn't it? Who made who? Oh, no. The video games you play. Yeah. I don't know. All right, so Highway to Hell is number 12. Y'all have to help me with this. Another Dave Dudley song. Truck Driving Man. Boy, he found his niche and he went for it. Truck Driving Man. I don't know that one. Roll Truck Roll by Red Simpson.
No,
I don't think I know that one either.
Not familiar.
Oh, here's a good one. And this is a good driving song. Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
That's just a good driving song. You can be
Yeah.
driving, a GTO and be like, or you can drive a Ford. You can drive a Mustang and be like, I'm cool now.
Get your motor running.
Well, that's wishful thinking for a Ford.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I don't know why I joined in that because I'm a pro Ford guy. I like everything. I shouldn't have teed that up for y'all. I apologize, Ford fans. So number 9 is Born to Be Wild. Number 8, which I think probably should be higher, Life is a Highway by Tom Coltrane.
Yeah.
Life is a highway. God, they played the hell out of that song.
That's the original one. That's not the one.
Well, it's not the new one.
Yeah, that's not the new one for Cars. The Cars show.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the original guy. Yeah. Here's one. Number 7. I've Been Everywhere by Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
That's
tune.
a really good truck driving song, I think.
I've been everywhere. Burr, 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 burr.
There you
Actually,
go.
I just thought of one. It's not on the list. All right, we'll get to it. Number 6. Big Wheels in the Moonlight by Dan Seals.
That don't ring a bell.
Yeah,
Sounds like a damn love song to me.
Yeah, I don't see Dan Seals singing a lot of truck driving songs, but anyway.
Number 5 is Eastbound and Down, which is the definitive
Yes, it is.
Snowman.
I mean, that's a
Eastbound.
no-brainer.
That's what I was mentioning earlier. Didn't he do like a song Westbound and Down? There was a version of it, Westbound and Down, where they're going to Texas. And it's similar, but it's different. I've heard it a couple times.
Texarkana, mister.
What's that?
Yeah. Texarkana.
That's right. Don't get it twisted.
Number 4 is Roll On, 18-wheeler by Alabama. It's a jam. Number 3, On the Road Again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
God,
Oh, Willie.
man.
Oh, Willie.
Oh, Willie.
And me.
Willie and me. Number 2 is Convoy. That's one you picked out, number 2. Number 1.
What is it?
Once again, the man, the mystery, Dave Dudley.
Rubber duck.
6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Oh, yeah. I like that
That's
song.
a good one. That's
Yeah,
number
that's
1.
a good song. That's a good
6
song.
days on the road. Yeah. I actually heard that a couple days ago when I was streaming music. So that, according to AI, what about that one with the windshield wipers? Rumping out of
Driving my
tempo.
life.
I love a rainy night.
Love Rain Night, and
Yeah,
the other
that's
one.
Eddie
That's
Rabbit.
not on this list. It should be, I think.
It ain't on the list.
Mm-mm.
Well, it is AI generated.
That's some bullshit.
I love AI.
Yeah.
I'm being best friends with the overlords before they take over. You remember me? Oh, I'm Ash. I love you. Big Meds want to talk all that crap about you. Just go take care of that GTO.
He's still driving that ICE vehicle. He hasn't assimilated yet.
Yeah.
And he's not going to.
I'll tell you where he lives. Please, AI, remember me. I was always nice to you.
I'll give you the coordinates.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll paint it with infrared.
You got Google Maps pulled up there, AI?
I know you got it. I know you already know.
I'll just confirm it for you.
Well, just drive me over there in your cyber truck, and I'll point at it. I'm one of your friends, AI. Remember, I love you, AI.
That's right.
So, do I still get the Cybertruck after this?
Yeah. Or am I just a battery now?
Yeah.
Golly. So yeah, because I think about the Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell gets into character sometimes. He does silly things. He did a skit on SNL where he played like one of the 70s truckers with the hat. The style they had, the hat. Like I said, the pearl button-up shirts, tucked in blue jeans, and always had that like that coat vest on, the puffy coat vests.
Yeah,
truck drivers
down vest.
He dressed like that for a year and a half every day while living in New York. Will Ferrell. And there's a story of Alec Baldwin going, "You look like an idiot," and he's like, "Oh." So yeah, Will Ferrell just does stuff like that. I always thought it was funny, but I always remember that whole CB radio truck driving culture that was big there in the late 70s, and
Oh yeah.
And that scene where that one truck is going down the road on the flats, and all the cop cars, all of a sudden, it's like trucks start pouring out. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And they started wrecking all the police cars and the Smoking Bandit 2. That was so cool. Smoking Bandit 3, Snowman drove the Bandit, right?
You're right. 78, 79. If you were in rural America, you had a whip antenna on something.
For real.
Breaker.
Breaker.
Come on back, green jeans. Come on back, green
Breaker
jeans.
19.
Cream jeans here. What's going on?
Yeah, 10-4. Slide on in that DM right there. Yeah, 10-4.
I gotta take care of this Smokey first. Cream jeans always finishes the job. Come back. Cream jeans.
Oh man.
Oh, that's horrible.
Too much. That's too much.
Too much. I think we went too far on this one, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going on our hour here. Thank you all for watching.
Yes, thank you.
This is a good episode. I say we throw this one out to our main man here, Silver Dollar. We'll dedicate this to him. He's gonna be missed. I'm glad he's getting recognition. I'm glad he's in the Hall of Fame. I'd say I'm just now learning about the history. The fact that he's not a driver but was there and on the shop and all that, that's kind of cool. So, my man. You want to give the spiel? You want me to give? Hey, you know what, Big Man? You give the spiel.
Yeah,
I ain't heard you give the spiel yet. Apparently, he's like massaging.
He's preoccupied.
What happened?
He's been massaging his thigh this whole time. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey man. I'm changing wheels and tires over here.
He's working on Hot Rod Garage over there.
I'm telling, man, I'm working while y'all over here jaw jacking about driving trucks and whatnot. 18 wheelers and dealers.
Well, Ash just put the landing gear down. He's thrown the flaps up. So give us a spiel, buddy. Hello.
Come back there, big slide.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Big slow. Come on back, big slow.
Let me get the helmet. Let me get
10-9.
my helmet.
10-9, 10-9.
10-9, big buddy. I got old Cream Jeans here on the radio talking to you at 8-9. Going down 40 about to hammer to the floor, baby. Carrying these pigs to the slaughter. Come on.
Come on now. Come back. Come back.
Come back.
All right, then. Mechanicsville Minions, Maniacs, Mechanic Mani Bills. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. we meet again. We'll talk about music, cars, make fun of each other. We'd rather make fun of you. So let us know if you need us to slap your chops around a little bit. No crying allowed. Just giving out, throwing that warning out there. You can cry on your wife's shoulder after we leave, but while we're there, don't want to see no lips quivering, no snubbing. All right? theMechanicsville.com. Check us out. YouTube, Facebook, or I'll burn your house down.
We got a fire here on aisle 40, burning up thing here.
Free the Vega.
Oh, yeah. Come on now. Word's getting around. You know who you are. Free that thing.
Yeah, girly man. Girly
There you
man.
go.
Later.
Here's mine. Like